All right, y'all. Doing a fun little video series here about a CZ Shadow 2, which I've purchased to get into USPSA. Got my IDPA master bump with my Bull Armory 2011s and want to start taking USPSA more seriously, and good excuse to get a new toy. Also think this will improve my shooting with some of the DASA. So I went with a CZ Shadow 2, the standard blue, non-optics cut, because this is going to Cajun Gun Works, which I'm also going to document what I'm doing there. This is going to be for USPSA mostly, but I also want to shoot it for IDPA. You can see the gun is unloaded and clear, along with this nice trigger. And as such, when it goes to Cajun Gun Works, I'm going to get some slide work and some milling done with these lock grip bogeys, which are a little bit lighter. I think they're, according to the website, 53 grams, even with the palm swell, compared to the standard grips that come with it, which were 58 grams, I do believe is what the weighting came in at there. I also have a set of the brass palm swell lock grip grids, which I'll be using for its USPSA duties, and then kind of go from there and swap. So you can see the difference, but the palm swell is similar. It looks to be almost the exact same. I have pretty large hands, so I like the palm swell. It still gives it a little bit of close grip here. I have shot this in stock configuration. I'll probably mix some of that footage in with this, but I just wanted to show everyone, because I had quite a few questions on the trigger pull and the pro package and everything. I'll go over what I've ordered, and we can track it together and see the final product from Cajun, which should be pretty fun. So again, this is the non-optics blue grips Shadow 2. Came with 3 17 round mags. And the standard grips. These are the lock bogeys, which have a nice texture, and these are the lock brass grids. I did get them in the Cerakote. They don't quite have the shiny finish that the aluminums do, so rule number one is look good. Maybe you want to just go with the aluminums, but the grip is very nice. The trigger pull was pretty nice out the box. You can see it here. To get your angle of travel. It's got a nice, I wouldn't really call this a wall, but where you start getting a little bit more resistance. It is a smooth trigger. It is very curved. I am opting for the flat variety. And with that flat trigger, hopefully get a little bit better purchase on it. It is a little far if you have shorter hands. I guess some people have complained. I don't have a problem with the reach. It does feel nice. The single action only takes you to about here, and it's a very clean, very crisp break, along with a fairly nice reset. And there's a reason these are so popular. Probably not telling anybody anything shocking, but I am curious to see how it comes back and compares once it's been in for the Cajun Gun Works treatment. I put a couple hundred rounds through it just to function test it. Worked flawlessly. Mix of ammo, some 9mm NATO loads, some 147 reloads. Fed everything like a champ. To change out the grips is very simple. Use a T20 20-bit. Comes with little washers. You just put those in. Super simple. I'm no gunsmith, so if I can do it, anybody can. But it's a nice setup. It's a nice gun. I'll intermix some of my first shots with it, and then we'll go over what I'm doing from Cajun and what that order is going to look like. All right, y'all. So I sent in a request for my package on May 23rd, and Cajun Gun Works sent me something back saying they'd accepted it and added me to the queue. So just to go over this creation page, here's what I did. I have the CZ Shadow 2. It is for all intents and purposes brand new. I went with the Shadow 2 Pro package. With with the race hammer in DLC black with the flat DASA and DLC. I'm excited for the flat trigger because the one thing I didn't love about the Shadow 2 in my shooting was that my finger was kind of creeping in. Some of that is obviously shooter error, but it's very, very curved. And under quick follow-up shots, I could feel my finger kind of creeping in. Some of that is hold the gun tighter, get better, but it's not something I have on any of my other pistols. It's a Rival S or one of the 2011s. Some of it's just new style trigger, new gun. I don't think it was a huge deal. The doubles were still pretty quick in the footage and good groupings. However, I'll be excited for the flat trigger. Went with the bushel bearing in black and the left side extended safety lever, which is mostly for my use in IDPA. I'll probably be shooting it in carry optics, not limited optics, but it's good to have the option. And for IDPA, it's almost a necessity. I'm going to be putting a 507 comp on it. I'll be sending it to them to get direct milled. This is my favorite optic by far. I was using the Vortex XL and had it die on me in a major match on my Bull Armory, and then the replacement they sent me I didn't love either. So that Vortex dot experiment is over. I will be going with the 412 slide cut with the top port. No barrel porting again because it's for USPSA. The barrel will be black DLC as well as the guide rod for an additional add-on, and I'm doing the slide in the frame in the I don't know if it's 10 or that's the actual new Variantic, but the rose gold polish. So super excited for how this turns out. That's what it's going to look like, and I'm excited to get the okay to send it off to them and hopefully have it back relatively soon. Here's the firearm with the bogies. You can see there with the nice swell. A little better lighting out here. And then there's the lock grips. Again, these are the brass that are Cerakoted black. Not quite that nice shine you get from the aluminum. So if that's something important to you, you have to kind of weigh those options. No pun intended. Brass is a lot heavier, but very good looking pistol, and excited to get it back.